Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. From the home of the Pirates, we're at beautiful PNC Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's Syracuse going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Jerome Delahanty. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
About to get started here. Here's the center fielder.
Center fielder, number 63.
And a new season is officially underway.
First pitch, 135.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's the 0-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Okay, let's check out the lineup.
Number 13.
The shortstop takes the ball. Just getting started here in Pittsburgh. That's to third.
That's foul.
And a foul ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Roger Gilliam will hit next. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Pitch is in there. Going to count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one misses. Now 2-2. Got him swinging. And now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, and on the hill today, Damon Miles. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, this is a guy that struck out over 200 batters just a year ago. So he's definitely one of those guys that's got ridiculous swing and miss stuff. Hitters have to make a decision early, and that causes them to many times guess wrong and end up missing the baseball. But when you got a guy that's taking the mound, that has the ability to send guys walking back to the dugout, It can be pretty fun to watch, and hopefully that's what we'll see in this one.
The 1-0.
Ball.
And that one fouled off.
That's ball
Just
3.
missed. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here comes a 3-2. That one lifted to left. Buckner takes it in for the out. One down. Here's a Pirates lineup now.
Second, right fielder, number 26.
Robbie Snowden getting ready to hit. And that one pulled foul. Oh, 1 now. Fastball for a strike. Pitch misses outside. 1-2 the count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that's down and away. That one hit to right. Brubaker settles under it. Takes it in for the out. And for now, the home run streak takes a pause. A lot of game left, though. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 2-1. Fought off foul. Gomez on the move to the gap. And that'll do it. So the Buccos are kept at bay in the first. Inning number 2 from the Steel City coming up. No score on the show. Back here at PNC Park, top of the second, Arlo Randolph now at the plate.
Hey!
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Stays alive. And there's a ball. Fans adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Second inning here, no score. This one in the air, center field. Gibson gets under it. Out, number 2.
Batting 6th, second baseman, number 83.
Next to hit, David Baroa. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. On a line, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 7th, left fielder, number 0.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Lewis Gibson.
Number 28.
People may ask why. No spot in the order comes up with nobody on and 2 outs more frequently than the number 3 hitter. That one missed.
That's off the plate.
Miles, 32 years old, and he was born in the Netherlands. In the dirt, ball 2. Swing and a foul straight back. Just misses the mark outside the zone. In the air, left field. Buckner under this one. And there's one away.
Batting 5th, the shortstop, number 31.
Ball. That's inside. Ball. That's too high.
Just a slow ground ball this time. The throw to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 6th, left fielder, number 22.
Up next for the Pirates, Gio Birch. First
Ball,
pitch
that's
doesn't
it.
find the zone.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Got him. That ends the frame. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Dan Brubaker. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Ball.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Number 32.
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Hey!
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Top of the 3rd, no score. And that skips into there. He goes down looking.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
So back to the top of the order. David Gomez, the next to hit. In the air, right field. And that is that. So they go quietly there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Keith Benedict.
Baseman, number 12.
Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Fastball for a strike. And there's a ball.
Well, that curveball right there stayed up in the zone. And if it's going to be effective, he's going to have to finish the pitch, tease the strike zone, and get it down. Otherwise, it's going to eventually get hit really hard somewhere.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2 now. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one fouled off. The 0-2. That's
Nope.
inside.
That's inside.
Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Next to hit, Eddie Infante. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Strike two.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All four pitches in play right here, partner.
The 0-2. Curve in the dirt. Two balls,
Outside,
two
that's the
strikes
ball.
to count with 2 outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the third. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at PNC Park, start of the fourth. Vinny Chang digs in now.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And a big swing and a miss. Foul ball there. And ball one. All tied up here on opening day. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Arlo Randolph.
Hey!
Right through there for a strike. Next pitch downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
2 down, nobody on. That's down and in. Called out on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Bottom of the 4th at the plate for Pittsburgh, Joe Wood.
Third baseman, number 47.
And that is out of play. comes up empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Nope.
The 1-0. That's
Ball
a little bit low. Fouled off down the right side. Close one. Doesn't get the call. 3-1 now. That one fouled hard the other way. And a payoff pitch. Downstairs,
nope, that's
and
ball
that's
four.
ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Number 51.
Clemente Villa, the next Pirate to hit. Fly to center his first time. And a base hit up the middle. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Waste no time there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The Pirates with a chance to score first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball is outside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Two on, one out. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ryan Knox, the next Pirate to hit. Grounded out his first time off.
Ball. Hey.
Villa, the lead runner at second. Gibson at first. One gone. Way out front for strike 2. Swing, and he popped it up.
Infield fly. Batter's out.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Strike on the inside corner. And he'll challenge that called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Swing and a miss, strike one. Two on, two outs. Now a pop-up on the infield. Gilliam under it. And that is the third out of the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's a big power threat. Dan Hong.
Well, these guys just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
That misses. Ball three. Swing and a foul out of play. One up, one down.
Now batting, second baseman, number 83.
And a foul ball. Baroa, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba.
Ball one.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Just misses. Ball two.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Gets it to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Batting, left fielder, number 0.
Now here is Brent Buckner, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
2 down, nobody on.
Yep, that
Moving
ball
in
went
the
out.
bullpen, Sam Herman, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Ham getting cranked up as well.
That's ball two.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in, and that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Keith Benedict.
Number 12.
And another ball. That one misses.
No, ball four.
So a leadoff walk. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge.
First base.
It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 3-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Struck him out swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting. First baseman, number 39.
Fastball is outside. Activity for the first time in that bullpen down there. Andy Welch appears to be getting loose. Battle also getting ready. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Foul ball. The 1-2. And that's
Ball
downstairs and outside. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. Still one challenge left for them. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Eddie Infante. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In there at the knees. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Nope, that's a ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5.
Yeah. Ball 2.
This one smoked on its way out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives. It's going over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation and ball down a ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Damon Miles departs. Not a bad effort, but he exits on the hook for the loss. New pitcher on the mound when we get back. Righty reliever out of the pen, Andy Welch.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the number 2 hitter, Robbie Snowden. Inside, just missed. And the 1-0. Outside corner, there's a strike. That's to third. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Another look at this two-run homer for Pittsburgh. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Sam Herman gets handed the rock out of the pen, ready to make his season debut.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That one fouled off. Ball one there. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Von McMullen, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Cobain warming up as well. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Now batting.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Now it's going to be Johnny Schaefer. Caught looking his first time up. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He makes the grab.
Now batting. Center fielder, number 63.
Quick toss to first, and he dives back in safely.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels.
And a superb diving catch. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it, maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
And now it's going to be Vinny Chang.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Slice down the right side. 0-2 now. Got him. Third out. The Buccos out front here, 3-0. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Clemente Villa. Right through there for a strike.
Inside, ball one.
Here's a 1-2. And that
Ball
one is
inside.
inside. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Now batting, center fielder, number 28.
Pitch
Nope,
misses
that's
inside.
inside.
Ball one.
Hey!
Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses, 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
2 down, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Ryan Knox.
Hey!
Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at PNC Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Roger Gilliam getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, number 7.
And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Batting, catcher, number 9.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Sam Herman done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Vaughn McMullen. He's into the game with the bases empty. And here's the catcher, Dan Hahn. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. Swings through that.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable because he has the ability.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Pirates lead it 3-0.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Isley Battle, getting ready to make his season debut.
Leading off for the Pirates, left fielder, number 22.
Ball, that's
Action
out.
in the pen down there. Lamont Lewis, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. In the air, right field. And there's one down.
Now batting, second base.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Keith Benedict. A strikeout and a walk. That missed by a lot. Ball one. Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Right through there for a strike. And down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
That's a ball.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Bucks go down quietly, but they lead at 3-0. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, David Baroa. Yeah, that's fouled off. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, left fielder, number 0.
That's a ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Out towards right center field. Snowden brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now batting, right fielder, number 26.
One out man at first. Now here is Dan Brubaker. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
McMullen, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 outs.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
And now two aboard.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, David Gomez.
0 for 3 in this one.
And fouled off. The tying run at the plate.
That's
That
a
one
ball.
missed.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That's a little bit low. That misses the zone.
Inside.
3-2 now. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Got him swinging for the K.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Pittsburgh, to the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Eddie Infante.
Ball one.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. And that one missing low. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Jackknifes out of the way. On the ground to third. Zips it across. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, third baseman, number 47.
Here's the third baseman, Joe Wood. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Swings and misses. It's 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. This one in the air, center field. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Isley battle. Won't go any further. And a good job from the opener. Didn't allow a hit. Back with the new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching.
Lamont
Number 10.
Lewis takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's outside.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And a 2-1 on the way. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's the 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Got him. Inning over. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. On the mound now, Ralph Rosas.
Number 45.
Vinny Chang getting ready to hit. 3 strikeouts already. He's over 3.
Pitching's been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Ripped towards third. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, first baseman, number 1.
That one pushed foul. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2. Next pitch is downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Good job to fight that one off. Just missed.
Ball 3.
Check swing at the full count offering. Appeal to third. And yes, he offered at it.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Rosas going for save number 1 in this spot. Randolph now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And it's even up. The Buccos trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Got him. That's the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.